What is up, my peepholes? This is your guy, Kalai, and welcome back to that thrifting series. Sorry for the gap between my update video and this one. I kinda got a bit distracted on some projects. I started sharing some of my chainmail pieces online, and yeah, now I've kinda got the Etsy bug. Doesn't help that I've been getting requests left and right for some of the stuff I make, so gotta start making more of these little chainmail inlay pendants, and especially my chainmail captive D20s because they kinda have a lot of requests. Also, I've been working on a few things for myself, specifically a Pip-Boy ring. I'm actually going to be casting this out of pewter when all is said and done. I'm really loving how the sculpt is turning out. And I got it in here. A Vault 111 micromail inlay. I'm going to be shrinking this down to fit on a pendant, but also I'm going to be mounting this one on a wristband. So I'm also learning how to stain and paint leather, so that's fun. Yeah, with that out of the way, let's get on to today's topic. I am going to be talking to you about something that I've actually not talked about, at least in video form, for a while, and that is thrifted board games. I get a lot of attention for my board game thrifts on Instagram, and well, every time I mention my channel on Instagram, I kind of get like 10 subscribers. So why not give those people what they want and show off some of my recent board game thrifts? On to the first one. Alright, let's start this off with a game a lot of people have in their collection, and has served as a great intro to the more hardcore board games, and that is Settlers of Catan. Let's see, did I leave the price tag on this one? I did! Okay, so I paid a whopping $2 for this game, and it is complete. Let's just go ahead and put it in front of the kitty. Open it up. It's just rules and everything. Aha! Here's the meat. The cards themselves are still in shrink. This game was never enjoyed, which is sad. But like many games like this that I find, I'm thinking the previous owner bought it, opened it, read the rules, thought, man, this is harder than sorry, and put it on a shelf. So I've got a lot of games that have just been cracked out of their shrink wrap, but never actually opened further. This, for those of you who don't know, it is, oh goodness, a resource management and territory acquisition game. Best way I can put it. I know I am oversimplifying it, but I'm going to be doing that a lot because I have a lot of games to go through. I'm actually probably going to be cutting it short. But it is not everyone's cup of tea. A lot of people see it as too chance-based simply because whomever is getting resources is based on a die roll. And also the resources that you are getting is based on a die roll. The board itself is also randomly generated every single time. So I can see why it's not everyone's cup of tea. I enjoy it on occasion. Admittedly, I much prefer heavier, less chance-based games. But it is a good intro. A lot of people, this is their first introduction to some of the more hardcore stuff you see on my shelf, so it's worth having in a collection. To be honest, I actually have quite a few copies of this. In a future video, I'll show you some of my others. But let's stick with the Catan theme, but change it up a little bit. On to the next game. Alright, sticking with the Catan theme, I have for you the Settlers of Catan card game. Man, I wish my white balance would be manual. I really need to switch that, but it changes up with so many different things. But yes, I have the Settlers of Catan card game. I actually picked this up at auction for $2. There was a local board game auction. Decided to grab it because, well, not just because it's Catan and a card game. Two things that I kind of like. I had thrifted this previously. It is the Catan card game expansion set. 6 expansions for this thing. Everything in the expansion box was in shrink wrap, at least until I combined it here. And overall, everything is complete. It cost me a whopping $4 total. So I'm pleased with my acquisition. And to be honest, I have very little to go on when it comes to the card game, other than it's based on Catan, which is all about resource management and whatnot. My girlfriend and I have not yet broken out Settlers of Catan because or at least the card game, because we have so many to go through. In fact, I'm currently looking at the shelf of little card games that we have been trying to work our way through. Moving is going to suck. So many boxes. That rant out of the way, let's go to one more Catan-related item. Alright, the last Catan-related item I have for you today is the Settlers of Catan dice game, specifically the Deluxe Edition. Let me show you. Oh, and of course, the price tag. $1 is all my girlfriend paid for this when she found it. We were not complaining. Now, there we go. Let's go ahead and open this. This is related in the resource management theme a little bit to standard Settlers of Catan. However, as could be guessed, it is played with dice. It is a push your luck style game. And I believe the thing that makes this the deluxe edition is the inclusion of this really nice rolling cup, and the sun is really beating me down over there, so I apologize for any washed out shots. But there's actually two ways to play this game using the score pad. Because the score pad has both sides 1 and 2, and we've kept a lot of our score pads from previous games because, well, we've only used one side. And it's all about completing these routes, getting points based on the routes, and yeah. You also are able to build up your roads and everything using these faces on the dice. But once again, I'm oversimplifying it for the sake of brevity. It is a fun game. We've played it several times, and we've actually gotten her mom into playing it as well, which isn't surprising because her mom, while not having access to the amount of games we have, is actually quite the board gamer, and we bought her own copies of Catan and Ticket to Ride and things like that. Speaking of Ticket to Ride, on to the next game. Alright, let's stick with the dice theme, and like I said previously, Ticket to Ride. We have the Ticket to Ride dice expansion, really washed out. There we go. Curse you, sunlight, my mortal enemy. This right here just goes to show, don't judge a thrifted board game by its cover, because the box has exploded. But it was only $1. We took the risk. And inside, we just so happen to have the complete expansion. Everything is here. I have counted this up multiple times, though we have sadly not gotten a chance to break it out. We don't play much Ticket to Ride right now. We've got way too much to go through. Oh, and there's blank tiles in there. Let me just readjust everything. Basically, it adds a small variant to your game where I believe you're using the dice in lieu of everything else. Of course, it doesn't really give you all of that on the box. But this is me recalling rules that I've read long ago. But you're basically using the dice as opposed to the standard train cards. I could be completely wrong. If I am, correct me down below. I've got one more Ticket to Ride related item. Give me 1 second. Here I have the Ticket to Ride card game. Sorry, little dude, I didn't mean to... Well, I didn't whack him in the head, but I nudged him. Oh, let's see. This was $4, and of course, it being Savers, I had a 30% off coupon. So I ended up paying around $3-ish for this. It is all here. It was actually opened, but it is completely here. It sort of plays like the actual Ticket to Ride, where you're acquiring trains to build routes, but you don't spread out on a board, and there's actually a lot of memorization required if you really want to do well in this game, because as you're playing your trains, the ones that you're going to be using to score at the end of the game, you cannot see. You can only see the ones that you're trying to claim. But after that, you do not get to look at them for the rest of the game. Which can really come to bite you in the butt if you over-gamble when it comes to claiming routes, because like in standard Ticket to Ride, if you can't complete a route, you lose points based on it. and that ended me. When my girlfriend and I played, an 8-point route was all I couldn't complete, and I lost by 8 points. If I could have completed it, I would have won by 8 points. So, yeah. Try to get better at card counting before playing this one. On to the next game. In fact, on to another Savers acquired 30% off game. Now, this is a game I never thought I would run into at a thrift store, which is why my girlfriend and I actually bought a copy when we saw it on sale at Half Price Books. But of course, we've got another one. Scooting a cat. Machi Koro. This is one that, once again, was $4 originally. I got it for just under $3. It's 100% complete. It is another kind of luck-based game in that the resources that you acquire are determined by the dice rolls, but it also has a little bit to do with Dominion in that you are actually buying your resources to acquire. You're buying the things that produce your resources when the dice are rolled. So there is a bit of strategy and a lot of luck. I never win. I always focus a little bit too much on one strategy when my girlfriend is a little bit more flexible in this game, so I've yet to win in the multiple times we've played, but I don't hate the game because of it, because I'm a good loser. I'm used to it. But, yeah, that's really all I can say about this game, to keep it brief anyway. So, on to the next. Alright, next up is a game that I honestly did not expect to find at a Goodwill, especially for $1. If I can scoot a cat, there we go. This is Zombie Town. And honestly, at $1, I was willing to grab it even if it wasn't complete. For some of the pieces alone. Cat, you knocked over my super glue. Being all cute over there. Don't you dare scratch Catan. But yeah, I took a risk on this, and I'm glad I did because it is 100% complete. It is, well, zombies. What do you expect? It has some player versus player elements as well as some player versus environment elements, with each player taking on the role of both their character as well as the zombies. And, well, killing zombies gets you points, but killing the other players wins you the game. So it comes down to, do you want to send your horde that you have control over during your turn towards them to try and overwhelm them? Or do you want to keep them more in your direction one at a time so that you can get more points? It's got some strategy to it, though of course it's got a lot of cards and luck in that manner. And you can swarm the board. You can have nearly every piece, if not every zombie piece, on the board at one time. And there's a lot of zombies. I am amazed that everything was here. Give me a sec to open it up. Because with this many zombies, I just have to show you. Alright, there we go. Oh, some cards. No, they got pushed. Yeah, there's 100 of these little zombie figs, and I don't know if I can get a good shot. Let's see. Autofocus, there we go. Of course, with the washout from there, much better. Shadow. Really should have shot this at night. But yeah, all 100 of the little zombies are there. All the characters, all the cards. Dollar well spent, if I do say so myself. Oh, wait. One thing was missing. The rules. So we're going to have to print off our own copy on Board Game Geek or something like that. Oh, square boxes are my nemesis. I don't like it when the tops don't align with the bottoms. There we go. Speaking of zombies, I've got something that's been sitting in the background of my videos for a while and people have been asking about, so let's show you what that is. On to the next game. Alright, speaking of games I never thought I would find, especially in this case at a Salvation Army, because they are well known for throwing out anything slightly blasphemous or horror related. I got a copy. There we go. Let's just tilt it, because I can't get it far enough back. I have a copy of Last Night on Earth that we paid a whopping $3.66 for. It is complete, with the exception of the CD, unfortunately. But yeah. Everything's here. All of the scenarios, all of the board pieces, all of the zombies, all of the cards, everything. You name it, it's in here. Even all of the itty-bitty dice. Now, this is another player versus environment with minor player versus player elements. Can't speak. Basically, the board is randomly generated every time, with 1 to, I believe, 4 players playing the humans, and 1 to 2 players playing the zombies. All the zombies. And it is a lot of fun, to be honest. You choose a scenario at the beginning of the game, and you go from there. And though it sounds like it might get boring over time, I've yet to have that happen. And it helps that I have one other item. Jump cut. And that other item I have, after my very unceremonious jump cut, is Last Night on Earth, the Growing Hunger expansion. Cat, do not mark the camera as your own. No rubbing your face on the camera while I'm recording. Once again, 366, the same night that I found the other one, the very same night. And to be honest, I'm amazed that we got these this cheap, because that location is known for marking stuff up if they think it's worth anything, or even if the box is heavy. And this one, nothing's been punched out. This was never used by the previous owner, which makes me so sad. It adds more tiles for your board, more scenarios, more characters, and a few more zombies. Not to mention more cards to be used by both the players and the zombies. Lots of fun. I'm not doing it justice, but I've got one more game to show you. Well, kind of 2, but still 1. You'll see in a second. Alright, what I have here is a game that is a favorite to a lot of people. It's a nice, quick game, portable game, and all-around fun game. Hive. And I also have Hive, the one more people were expecting. That's right, I have both the original release and the more modern release. The original I paid, oh goodness, a little over $3 at a Salvation Army quite a while back. But Hive I picked up only a few days ago for a whopping $2. And let's show you the difference in the pieces, actually. The original Hive was done using wooden blocks with foil stickers on, and not gonna lie, these are really nice quality. My girlfriend actually loves this edition. Personally, I am a fan of the newer Bakelite release. I just love the feeling, I love the sound, and they're compatible with the new expansions, so haha, point to me. Bakelite, Bakelite, I've heard it pronounced both ways. Either way, I love this material, and it is washed out. Darn you, sunlight. Really need to drink caffeine at night so I can record at night. Yeah. Well worth the price paid for both. In fact, this is actually my second copy of the new release of Hive. The first one I also paid $2 for at Goodwill. This was a no-name thrift, a little local chain. But that is all I have to show you for today. I've still got so many more board games, so if you like what you see, let me know down below if my next thrift video should be about board games. Otherwise, I have a very unbelievable dumpster dive for you folks. Until next time, this is your guy Cly, signing off.